A little bit less, try it later on, not a problem. Take a little bit of that. Mustard. We don't need any spoon for that, but I will just do a little bit of that. Ginger. And we can always do some more. Coriander. And all I'm doing is a little bit orange juice just now, just to clean all of my spoons. And just to start that, we need some olive oil.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Extra virgin.
Are you using that sometimes for face? Because this is actually very, very healthy.
It is. It's the healthier of the oils, isn't it?
Correct.
But
a little bit more.
Yeah, but never use it for the face.
Salt and pepper.
Salt and
Maybe you
pepper.
help me. You take the top off.
This way?
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. You like pepper?
I love it.
I learned early on she's not a model. She eats. I love her already. I mean, you know, normally she said, oh, make something what looks for my skin, and you know, I love when somebody says, I eat.
But see, the good thing about this is healthy and delicious.
Some mint leaves, because I add that now, and this time I make sure that I watch my finger.
Yes.
So, do you like fresh mint?
I love it. You know, it reminds me a lot of back home in Russia. My grandmother used to grow mint leaves in her garden, and we always had tea with mint. And the smell of it just, yes, the smell of it just brings all the memories back. I love it.
After I saw Natalie, I really thought, what Russian phrases do I know? And it's not much, believe me. We cooked the pasta already. We have some salad here, which we could break up, but I like to leave it actually nearly as rough as this.
Okay.
All I do is later on just break it a little bit like this.
Okay.
For our plate. So, and as we said before, we need to make that smaller.
Having salads that incorporates fruit into it, it gives it such a fresh taste, almost like eating summer. That's what I call it. It's like you're eating summer.
So we just leave a little bit left over because I want to use that.
Yeah.
So basically all we do is we do this, and we add a few of them. Not all, because I use some for the decoration. So let me just use the one clean spoon we have, because I don't want to break it up too much.
Yeah.
What do you think so far?
It looks amazing.
I haven't done much yet. Let me clean this, because as we cooked most of the things, you could now, of course, have a big bowl, put everything, mix everything.
Right.
But we this time we actually spread it over. All I'm doing is first, I'm having a few on the side.
Okay, that's pretty.
That's pretty. Second of all, if you give it a quick rinse over the water, while there's nothing bad on it because it's pure the avocado, I just don't want to use my fingers. That's perfect. You just put a little bit of that inside. Again, the pasta is just, you don't have to have the pasta, but the pasta gives you a little meal on itself.
Yes.
Take a few more salad leaves. Spread that firstly over, because we have
That's beautiful.
some of the dressing. Fresh oranges, so you can spread them out like in a...
Wow, very nice.
And what we do is we need some fresh mint over it,
Okay.
and some fresh basil, and some fresh salt and pepper.
Just some mint like this?
Yeah, now what we do is, first of all, because we don't want the stalk, and you want the fresh one in here. A little bit of parsley, I just chopped. Still, hold on. Yep. So,
Parsley is another thing that my grandmother used to grow. So another great smelling thing that you can add to a meal.
Herbs.
The herbs.
Fresh herbs.
Fresh herbs.
And all I do is
Sprinkle a little bit of that.
Yeah. So number one, salad, avocado, and some pasta with some fresh herbs. We clean up the kitchen. See you after the break with a little fish and some broccoli. Thank you. Welcome back after the break.
Thank you. Yes.
This time we have even something easier.
Even easier.
Even easier.
Hard to believe.
The whole recipe takes from start to finish 20 minutes, but actually only 5 minutes to prepare. Chop some broccoli.
Okay.
And what we did is we just washed it and cut it into smaller little roses. So it's not cooked.
It's not cooked at all.
Not cooked at all. Just the raw broccoli and just washed. We have our fish. We also washed it, nothing else.
What kind of fish is this?
This was a garupa.
The garupa.
And what we did is we took the skin off. We have some milk, and we have another thing. And again, in an episode last week, I told you about customers ask us, what can you do with canned soup? So this time, we're trying to do a canned soup and make a bake out of it and using them to bake the broccoli. So here we have cream of broccoli soup.
I have a lot of this at home too, so now I know what to do with it.
When I cooked with Luquette,
Yes.
she actually said she's taking a recipe home. Maybe
Really?
you like that and take that home.
Absolutely. You know, now I can actually make something for my fiance and impress him.
Cheddar cheese, which we bought and grated some. We have some breadcrumbs.
Okay.
Paprika.
Paprika.
All you can do already, while I move this on here, is put a few of the broccoli pieces on the bottom of this dish. I have to cut the fish in 3 pieces. Just a little bit more, because what we want is that you have a nice bake. So try to
cover
fill it full.
The whole surface?
Yeah, and all I'm doing is I'm making, let me see, 3, let me make 4 pieces just to be safe. Again, you can make them in 3. This is just normal garupa fillet, just make sure there is no bones inside anymore. I think 1 more, that's perfect.
There.
Nothing to it. So far, no hard work, right?
That's right.
What we do is we put our fish over it. You can press it a little bit, but leave a little bit space if it's too much, and try to rearrange it so that we nearly get everything in, which we actually do. Looks good.
Yep.
Cream of broccoli. And again, it's a condensed soup, so it's a little bit thicker. That's where the milk comes in. Because normally you would add water,
Yes.
but in this case we want to use it as a bake. And we could, if we wanted to, we could make it a little bit more liquid before we add it over, but it will bake in anyway,
Right.
so it's not a problem. So all you do is you spread a little bit of that out.
Not too much?
Yeah, we can be generous. That's not a problem. And again, it's more like a gratin. You can spread it over it. This is what I normally like to do, just to coat the fish a little bit,
Okay.
because we put the milk underneath. Oops. That's it.
This is the milk?
This is the milk.
Here?
Just add a little bit so that
On
it goes
top?
on top, and it will run into the holes. This is perfect.
A little bit more?
A little bit more. Perfect. Yeah.
There.
Okay. So again, so far difficult?
Very
No,
easy.
It's very easy.
Very easy.
So what we have here is a cheese and
Breadcrumbs.
breadcrumbs. So all I'm doing is I'm using a smaller bowl at the moment because this is too full. I'm just adding some of the breadcrumbs and I'm making a mess as usual.
That's okay. We have somebody to help us later.